The most dangerous place in the world where nature doesn't want you to be. Have you ever heard of places that just breathing can kill you? Or is it something so extreme that even bacteria can't survive? Yes, the planet Earth holds terrible secrets, some of which are so deadly that they seem to come from another world. So like at the beginning of the video, sign up for the channel and get ready to learn about the most dangerous places in the world, a place that proves that nature is both beautiful and unforgiving. Let's start in our own backyard, Brazil. Isla de Cobras, Brazil. Can you imagine a place where the ground is moving? Not because he was shaking, but because he was covered in snakes. It is no accident that the island of Queimada Grande, located off the coast of Sao Paulo, is known as the Snake Island. It is estimated that there are 5 snakes per square meter. Yes, every step can be your last and most frightening step. Many of these are jararacas and loa. One of the most venomous snakes on Earth, a single bite can cause necrosis within minutes, and worst of all, there is neither a hospital nor a rescue. The island is so dangerous that the Brazilian Navy has banned tourists from entering. Only scientists with special permission can set foot there. Now tell me, will you have the courage to spend a night in this desolate place of Danakil, hell on Ethiopian soil? Get ready to leave the coast of Brazil and dive into one of the most remote places on Earth, the Danakil Desert in Ethiopia. There, the temperature is so high that the thermometer can show more than 50 degrees C. But heat is the smallest issue. The soil releases toxic gases, lakes are acidic, and the air can suffocate you in minutes. It's a real chemical nightmare. A mixture of surreal beauty and deadly danger. The colorful lakes, yellow ground, and smoke rising from the crater make the place look like a landscape from another planet. Even so, he believes there are tourists facing challenges. Anyone who's been there says it's one of the most shocking experiences in the world, and perhaps the most dangerous. Karacha Lake, Russian Lake of the Dead. There is a lake in Russia that can kill you just by getting close to it. Lake Karacha seems to be an ordinary lake, calm and even beautiful. But the truth is it masks one of the biggest environmental disasters in history. For decades, the Soviet government used the lake as a dump for radioactive waste. Nuclear waste, waste from power plants, and highly toxic materials are dumped there with catastrophic results. In the 1990s, people could receive a fatal dose of radiation just by staying by a lake for an hour. Today, this area is under control, but the danger remains quiet and hidden under the calm water. Beautiful places on the outside, immortal inside. Everest, deadly challenges Nepal, Tibet. Now we will literally climb to the highest point on Earth. Mount Everest is any adventurer's dream, but it's also the tallest cemetery in the world. More than 300 people have lost their lives trying to reach the summit. With every step, the thin air steals oxygen. Freezing to the bones, a simple storm can bury an entire expedition. Many bodies remain there to this day, frozen forever on the mountains, as a reminder that nature will not forgive. Still, hundreds of people continue to try every year. And perhaps this is the most impressive power of the unknown to attract human beings, even when he knows that he may not come back. Annapurna, beauty and death. Nepal, still in Nepal. There is a mountain more famous than Everest, but more deadly, Annapurna. The trail to the top of the mountain is considered one of the most dangerous in the world, with extremely high mortality rates. Avalanches are unpredictable. The cold is extreme. And isolation makes any rescue almost impossible. Even so, every year adventurers from all over the world venture to experience one of the most beautiful and deadliest landscapes on Earth. It is the perfect combination of beauty and danger. But in the year of Purna, a wrong step may be its last dull depression, where the land is melting. Ethiopia. Return to Ethiopia. There is also a more wild place than the Dada Desert, and that is the Dalol Depression. The soil there seems to be melting and the colors are vibrant yellow, orange, neon green. But it's all the result of deadly chemical reactions, sulfuric acid pools, toxic fumes and high temperatures up to 60 degrees. It is one of the hottest places on record on Earth, and the most curious. Bacteria can't survive there for very long either. It's as if the Earth has created a visual reminder that there are limits to life. Merapi volcano, sleepless nights in Indonesia. Now we go to Indonesia, where Merapi volcano maintains a deadly routine. It is one of the most active volcanoes on Earth, erupting almost every 5 years when it wakes up. It releases pyroclastic clouds, a 700-degree mixture of ash and gas that rushes down the mountains like a fire tsunami. The nearby village has been destroyed several times, but there are still people living on the hillside. Why? The soil is fertile, and human beings are stubborn. It seems that we have a natural attraction to Runri's Indian danger. Slaughter of Burmese crocodiles. A group of Japanese soldiers attempt to cross the swamps of Hamri Island in Burma during World War II. They thought that their biggest enemy was the British Army, but it was not. The real enemy was in the water. Hundreds of them were attacked and devoured by the world's largest reptile, the saltwater crocodile. These animals are up to 6 meters long, quiet, fast, and deadly. To this day, the area is virtually undeveloped, and crocodiles still hold an absolute dominance there. It's a living reminder that sometimes it's humans who invade the wrong territory. The Amazon forest, Brazil's living labyrinth. Finally, we went home. The Amazon forest is one of the most amazing places on Earth and one of the most dangerous. Not just because of animals, such as eels, snakes, and piranhas, but because of the simple fact that it's easy to get lost. The forests are dense, chaotic, and full of natural traps. People who enter without a guide may disappear for days or forever. What if something goes wrong? A stab, a wound, a sudden evil? A rescue is almost impossible. The Amazon is beautiful, powerful, and vibrant, but like all living things, it defends itself. In conclusion, these places prove that the Earth is just as fascinating and deadly, and perhaps it is this mixture of beauty and danger that arouse so much of our curiosity. After all, what would adventure without a bit of risk look like? Now tell me in the comments. Earth's fascinating and treacherous landscapes remind us that adventure stems from beauty and risk. Would you dare to visit? Share this story with fellow adventurers who value the planet's awe-inspiring, unyielding power.